In this video, I will be looking at my first 6 months on Merch by Amazon and analysing whether it was worth the time and effort. I applied for Merch by Amazon in June and I was approved a few weeks later, which was great news. I've now been going for 6 months and it's been a bit of a roller coaster. Was it worth it? The simple answer is yes, it was worth it. I've managed to climb the tier system and I managed to make a little bit of money. But you do need to give it time, effort and patience. It isn't as passive as people would make out. And Merch by Amazon is certainly not a get-rich-quick scheme. You can probably make a bit more money if you cheat the system, but that's only going to end one way eventually, with Merch shutting your account down. So, what were the highlights? Well, as anybody will tell you who's been on Merch by Amazon, the highlights are definitely obviously getting a sale, hearing the ka-ching on Pretty Merch, but there's nothing beats getting a new tier. Tier ups make all the hassle and frustration worthwhile. And the worst bits? Well, the opposite of the best bits really. Being stuck in tier 10. I hated that. I got over 100 sales and I was stuck in there for around 3 months and it drove me mad. You have to have a lot of patience to get through it. You could easily pack it in, but this is just part of the learning process. You just have to get through it. And the other thing was, I deleted one of my best sellers. I sold over 40 of these items and I was just going through doing a bit of housekeeping. I pressed the wrong button and I deleted my bestseller, and since then I've had no sales. I put it back on later, but obviously you've lost your place in the search rankings. I picked up a couple of sales since, but all momentum had gone, and that was a real downer. Right, getting to the numbers. I made 370 sales in the first 6 months, which was pretty good. I know it says 12 months, but really I've only been doing it for 6 months. It's actually gone down a little bit since then because I've got a couple of returns, because we are in January, the home of Return-ageddon. So 358 sales after returns. I've had 18 returns, which I think is about 5%, which I think is about average. I made a total of £462, which is pretty good considering that for most of the time I've been pricing my items at rock bottom price with no profit just to get the sales. Because early on it's all about sales because you need those to move up the tier system. This is my best month. It did coincide with a certain sporting event, but I was really careful not to infringe copyright. Just a bit of clever SEO work. It paid out on that. But like all trends, it just faded away. Since I got that big boost on a trend, you can see that I've actually managed steady progress really. So August I came down to earth with a bump. But there's been a steady increase up to December. But obviously I'm going to take a hit in January. But hopefully year on year, and that's what you've got to compare it to, really. Month to month, anything can happen. Amazon throws a fit. Some people lost all the sales in November. Anything can happen. But you want to try and make year on year improvements. Keep adding the items. Keep increasing your profits. Keep making sales. So this is the state of play as it stands. I'm in tier 500. I've got 477 live designs, which is enough to move up tiers. I've got 2,684 of 33,000 of my live products. I managed to sell 49 unique products. Obviously I need to get a lot more of them. They'll also be dropping off in 12 months. I've had a few reviews, but I don't think that makes much difference really. So what about the future? Well, moving forward, the number one thing is to keep your account safe. There's no point doing all this hard work to just upload some dodgy copyrighted stuff and just get your account terminated. I'm going to use my upload slots and keep adding products and markets because you just don't know what will sell. I mean, I was always told that you must put all your products onto the United States, but I just don't really sell any there. I probably sell 2-3% of my products in the US. I think it depends where you live. So from my point of view, it looks like Amazon are promoting me or not promoting me in the US and promoting me in the UK. I'm not sure. I'm going to target holidays and events carefully, no copywriting, and I'm going to keep filling up on the evergreen niches, because if you want to make long-term passive income, they're the key. And obviously my ambition is to get tiered up to T1000 and just keep going, T2000, and just keep hearing those ka-chings on Pretty Merch. Well, that's it for now. Hopefully this video has inspired you to start Merchant by Amazon if you haven't done already. Or maybe if you're struggling and you think it's going nowhere, it'll encourage you to keep going. Because you just got to keep going, keep having patience, and eventually you will make money. Okay, thanks a lot. I'll see you next time. Bye!